So eBay announced no fees for private sellers across the board, and then Vinted try and capitalise by releasing Vinted Pro, but make a major cock-up. It's all going off.
24 hours later.
Holy crap, and now eBay has just announced it's free to sell used clothing for business sellers until the end of December. Happy Christmas, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Car Boot Chris. I'm a full-time reseller. This is my job. eBay announced no fees for private sellers across the board. I don't even know if you're interested in my take on it. Everyone else has given their 2 pennies worth. But before we get to that, I thought I'd make something of this video and just pull a few orders. And then we'll come back to that little chinwag in a minute. Please don't judge me. My stock room, packing room, is in a bit of a state at the moment. I need to do a pre-Christmas clear up so that we're ready for the big rush that's going to come, right? I'm picking my orders early as I've got a Whatnot show in just a couple of hours. So I need to do a few orders now so that I'm on top of it once the show's finished, because then I'll have Whatnot orders to pack. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game, if you like. So the first thing I've got to pick is a pair of Converse trainers. These were mine, actually, that I've listed for sale. And I can find them on the shelf with all the other trainers. They sold for £22.94 on an offer. They should be in with the loose trainers. Can we see any Converse anywhere? It's that one. It's definitely that one. There's another pair of Converse there. That's all I've just seen. I just need to make sure these are the right ones. I think they are. I think they are. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. Converse slip-ons. These are actually mine. Bought them, I think, in the US. I'm not sure. For myself. What are they? Size 10. Let's just make sure that they are the right ones. UK 10. Yeah, I thought they were. Scooby-Doo number 625. Pop with protector. They all have protectors anyway. I put them all in. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Oh, it's there. How did I miss that? Scooby-Doo. That's why I put them like this, so that I can read the sides. Obviously, I failed. This is gone. Let me check what that went for. It went for 20 quid plus postage. Oh, actually, they've paid extra postage. I need to remember. They paid for track 24. I need to remember that when I come to pack. This is a good one. Let's go down here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can't take that many in one hand. 7 photo frames. Not just any photo frames, I will show you. Just hang tight. Let's get the rest. Oh, God. That one and that one. All gone to one person. So here's what happened. I had these listed individually last month. $39.99 I put them up for. They are really, really nice Disneyland prints. And I framed them myself. I bought the frames from the range. They cost like £3 each. The actual pictures were about £2 each. So I've got a £5 each in these. I listed them at 40, and someone messaged me to say, how much would you take if I bought them all? What would be your best offer? So I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do £25 each if you take them all, and a tenner postage. And that is what we did. And I made a listing with all of them in one, and they bought them. £175, £10 postage, £185. And just so happens by doing that, I actually avoided the promoted listings, because I made a new listing and all my new listings don't get promoted. So when I made a new listing, I don't promote them anymore. So I avoided paying any promoted listings on these. Nice sale anyway. So what have I got in those? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. £35 in those. £175 sale. Now, I've sold a couple of NASCAR die casts, which I know are in here. I don't have many left at all. It's just a question of which pair is it. Morgan Shepherd and Dale Earnhardt. That's not that one, that's Rusty. Good old Rusty Wallace. What else we got? Let's see. That's got Dale Jarrett on it. No. Dale Earnhardt, yes. And can't quite see. Morgan Shepherd, I think that's the one. Let me make sure by checking this last one that I don't have the same. No. So, it's definitely this bundle here. So, these don't owe me a lot of money. I bought a huge bundle of NASCAR toys. Those have gone for $12.99. I hardly have any left now, so happy days. D26, which is over here. Oh, it would be up there, wouldn't it? Can I reach it? Yes, I can. Sometimes I have to stand on the chair to get to these ones, but it's all about storage. Maximising your storage. I'm pretty sure it's this one here. Let me just check that. Yes, it is. That's sold for 20 quid plus £3 postage. I don't do free postage anymore, but we're going to cover that on a future video. I'm going to talk about my change away from free postage in a bit. I've got it penned in. Art Series number 53, Robin Hood. That went for £16. Now, if I remember rightly... Oh, it's hiding, I think. It's hiding up here. Sneaky. Okay, this one's gone. Robin Hood Art Series with Protector. That went for £16. And I've got another pop going out here. £11 4p, a cheaper one. Whitney Houston number 70. Is it over here somewhere? Oh, there. No protector on that one. Probably because it's only a cheap one. I tend to put them in the expensive ones. Whitney number 70. £11 4p on an offer. And another pop. This one's a bit more expensive. This one's going abroad by the looks of it. Infamous Iron Man number 677. There it is. This is an expensive one. This has gone for $49.99 because it's a special edition glow in the dark. Nice pop, that one. That one is going abroad somewhere. Would be underneath a pile of stuff, wouldn't it? I've got quite a few of these to sell. So they are dribbling out. Round about £10 each. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Steelbook. Only the case. It's only a replacement case. £10 for that. Cost price is like... I can't remember, less than £1 or something. It's like 50p or something, £1. A20 for a shirt. And that's the only clothing I've got to pick. And it's right there, thank God. It's on the top. And it's that one there. That has gone. I actually sold 2 of these this week. How much did it sell for? Come on, Chris, give us the info. 15 quid on that. Plus post, as Tam says. Tam's reselling life. Okay. There's some of my orders for today picked. I'm no doubt, I hope, fingers crossed, there'll be some more later on. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. About a week ago, eBay made one of their biggest announcements that I think we've heard for a long time. No fees for private sellers up to 300 listings on any category. I mean, remember they did clothing not so long ago. And that includes no final value fee either. So no listing fee, no final value fee. Literally, you keep all the money unless you do promoted listings or you pay for extra photo enhancements or whatever, or you do subtitles. Stuff like that is extra. But essentially, if you list something for £30, you get the whole 30, no fees, which is a big change. You might recall I put out some videos back when they did no fees for clothing. You remember that? And I was pretty annoyed about it, I have to admit. But in hindsight, I'm not afraid to admit as well that I was probably wrong to be annoyed about that, because it didn't harm. I don't think it harmed my business at all. It didn't harm me selling on eBay. I don't think it really made much odds to me as a business seller. And so, with that in mind, I'm taking a positive spin on this one for a change. And I'm going to say I'm okay with it, because I think it definitely will bring more people to the platform, more sellers, more buyers. That means there's more chance for somebody to pick up something that I'm selling. Also, one of the big things that eBay announced was that they are changing the way payouts are made for private sellers. So you won't get an auto payout like you used to, but you'll have to request the money if you want it, as and when you want it. What will happen is eBay will operate a wallet system. So when a private seller sells something, the money sits in a wallet until you request it, or you can use it like as credit to spend on eBay, keeping that money within the platform. And that's a real game changer, because Vinted operate like that. And I actually think a lot of people on Vinted use that facility. They sell something, they just leave the money in there, then they use it for their next purchase. I do think that is something that will keep money on the platform, and eventually it will filter through to not just us as business sellers, it will filter through to private sellers as well. We'll all get a piece of it. I'd like to think we'll see a few more sales coming through. It's hard to gauge anything because it's Christmas coming up. It's Q4. Who knows whether this is going to have an effect, or if it's just the Christmas effect that's going to come up. We're not really going to know, but my attitude is more people on the platform equals potentially more sales for me. Will I change my account to a private? No, I won't. I've got way more than 300. I've got about 1,000 listings I'm hovering at the moment. So, you know, I've been up as high as nearly 2,000 listings. I'm kind of happy sitting at 1,000 at the moment. I'm trying to move stuff quicker. I'm not interested in being a private seller. I also don't care what anybody else does. If you're a reseller and your decision is to go and get a private account and sell on it, go do that. I don't care. I've mentioned it this week on our live show. I'm earning enough from eBay and my other reselling activities to pay the mortgage on this house, along with Belle, to have my car to go on holiday and to live my life reasonably comfortably. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not rolling in it. I have to be careful with my money like everybody else. So that's just going to carry on, I hope. I don't see this changing anything. And if you're getting worried about what other people are doing, don't. Just think about what you're doing. Worry about what you're doing with your business. Spend that time and effort and energy putting it into making sales, listing stuff. That's what you should do. Because you can't have any effect on what somebody else is up to. And who cares anyway? Why should I give two hoots if somebody else is operating as a business on a private account? What we have seen in the last week, even just in a week of eBay releasing this, I've seen screenshots from a lot of people who are being told by eBay to upgrade their account from private to business, because they have, by their own press release, said that they are going to clamp down on business sellers on a private account. And yeah, fair enough. Good. I hope they do. It makes it fairer for all of us. But ultimately, I don't really care. 300 listings. It's not a lot. And if someone wants to sell on a private account, go ahead. It's not the end of the world. I'm still making my money. I'm still happy selling as a private seller on eBay. Yes, absolutely. It would have been lovely if eBay would have rewarded us as business sellers something tangible, something that we can say, okay, our fees are a bit better, we get more for our money. When they announced the private seller deal, they gave business sellers some non-tangible benefits. Oh, we're going to make the fraud stuff and the returns process and all that better for you. It's not tangible, because how do we even know they're even doing that? We don't know. And it's just one of them things that, are they saying that? Or are they actually doing it? Yes, it'd be good, but in reality, right, those benefits might only affect me or you once, twice, or 3 times a year, something like that, where you get a dodgy return or something. But what I want to see is, in the future, eBay, is give us some more benefits as business sellers, because private sellers are getting a good deal. It's good for all of us, I agree. But it'd be nice if you gave us something back as well. And for what it's worth, I do think we're going to see wholesale changes across the fee structure on eBay over the next few months. I do think we're going to see that. Especially Vinted Pro coming out. I think eBay are going to massively change the way they operate their fees. And hopefully that'll be for the better, and hopefully we'll see some benefits for us as business sellers as well in there. But on the whole, I don't care what anybody else does. I'm just going to carry on doing my own thing and keep making money and keep my full-time income going as a reseller. I don't really care about being private or business. I will always try and do the right thing, which is be a business account, as I am a business. I don't want to misrepresent myself. So I'll carry on doing that. Anyway, apart from that, Vinted Pro and didn't even announce. I mean, let's face it, there was no announcement from Vinted Pro following this eBay change. But it seemed to be that people were jumping on the fact that you could actually sign up to Vinted Pro. But they made a major mistake. Data protection is really important. It doesn't give us confidence as buyers or sellers on the platform. If Vinted don't give a shit about your data protection, it's kind of worrying. And I want to sell on Vinted Pro. I wanted to upgrade my account. I went through that process. You could put your national insurance number or your UTR number. The problem was, as a sole trader, it wouldn't accept your UTR number. So we were using national insurance number, which, by the way, it says it in Vinted's terms and conditions that a sole trader should put their national insurance number in that sign-up process. That wasn't made up by anybody. It says it in the T's and C's, in the instructions to sign up. So I went through all that. But luckily for me, I got to the end, and because I still had outstanding orders on my Vinted account, I couldn't complete the sign-up. And boy, am I glad I didn't, because lots of people ended up with their national insurance numbers blazoned all over their account for any Tom, Dick or Harry to see. And that, Vinted, is unforgivable. Our data protection is very important, especially in this day and age where we've got so much online fraud going on. It's not funny, seriously. People are having their identities stolen. It can affect somebody really badly. And it's not just about national insurance number. If they'd have blazoned our UTR number, our unique tax reference number, across our accounts, that is just as bad, because you can commit tax fraud using that number. You can misrepresent yourself as somebody else using your tax reference number. So that's just as bad as your national insurance number. So Vinted, I believe they have sorted that out now, and they are starring out those numbers on people's accounts. So that's something. They've identified the issue and are trying to solve it. But yeah, a really big own goal from Vinted. I think they kind of opened up Pro too early. They weren't quite ready for it. They've not tested it properly. I don't know, something like that. They tried to jump on the eBay announcement to give people an option, and it didn't really work. It's kind of scoring a bit of an own goal. But when they've resolved that, I will go and sign up to Vinted Pro. I do want to use the platform as well as eBay and Whatnot. That'll be my 3 main platforms: eBay, Whatnot, and Vinted Pro. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I know I'm late to the party on this one, but we've had a lot going on personally, and we've been away as well. So never mind, I'm here now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Are you bothered about the free fees for privates? Are you going to switch? Are you going to shut down a business account? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always interested to hear all viewpoints. But like I said, I'm not really bothered. I think it will only bring good to the platform, and that is more buyers, more sellers. And also, something I forgot to mention is, we'd all be sat here moaning like mad, right, if eBay didn't react to their competition, because that would be fatal for them as well, wouldn't it? If eBay weren't reacting to what Vinted were doing and other platforms like Depop with no fees and stuff, if eBay weren't reacting to that, we'd all be saying, oh, eBay, you're getting left behind. Why aren't you doing something? Well, they have. They've made a big step. And actually, I think we're going to see more steps in the future, probably to include business sellers as well. It can only be good for the platform. It has to be.
24 hours later.
I'm sorry I've had to come back into the video and do another edit, because just 24 hours after I filmed that last bit saying that we are on the cusp of big changes and I expect that business sellers are going to get a bit of a deal at some point, 24 hours later, clothing is free now to sell for business sellers. No final value fee, no listing fee, no regulatory fee until the end of December. That's great news. And I have to say, hats off. And I don't take it off that often because I've not got a lot of hair. Hats off to eBay. You pulled it out of the bag. Just when Vinted were coming to the front with Pro, eBay, it's been an amazing week. eBay have literally shown their muscle and said, hey, we're number one. We are not going to be displaced. eBay making moves to show they are the best platform to sell on, without a doubt. I'm still going to try Vinted Pro, by the way. But this is a big move, and this is showing the intent from eBay of what is to come for fees. Someone's got to pay these fees. Is it going to be the buyer? Quite possibly. How that will change how the marketplace works, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, this is good news at last for business sellers like myself. We're actually getting something of a deal. I feel a bit sorry for all the other categories because it's only clothing in the used clothing category that is free, no fees. Let's call it a day, because I'm happy that eBay have made a move for us business sellers. That's it. Don't forget, if you want to tune into another video, I'll put a couple up here. One there, one there. And if you want to subscribe, you can hit this button down here. And yeah, I'm hoping to do more videos like this kind of just sit down, chat about what's going on in the reselling world. So tune in for more, subscribe. We'll see you again. Later.